one of the princes. You know what I'm saying? One of his subordinates. Oh, that's not one of his subordinates. Wait, hold on. What could he be doing right here? He tried to stab him. Oh, hell no. Okay, so that's one of his oppressors, you know what I'm saying? One of his attackers. Okay, one of his attackers. Oh yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. Really gets my adrenaline going. Oh my gosh, he's gonna try and slime him in his sleep? Heh, martial law. My guy, are we talking about Tekken or are we talking about the Prince arc? What's going on? 5 more minutes. I just can't wait for the order. I'll kill everyone who resists. I'm a fighter, not a tinker, baby. Damn, okay. No, boom. Got pound these 2 dudes, you know what I'm saying? Security guards. This dude right here, I ain't gonna lie, this guy's the highest fate in history. I ain't gonna lie, that's a heaven top right there. Hey, something's going on with the first prince personal guards. Let's tell our prince. It's Rice, I'm coming in. His Highness is sleeping. Talk to me. I'm awake. Can you get me some water? I'm parched. Two of the first prince's men are in front of room 1009 with machine guns. Something's going on in the Dead Knight's prince's room. Is that Gangstalicious? Bro, hold on. It started. What? Special martial law. He's called Halgenberg's. That's a terrorist attack, or he could make it look like Halgenberg was behind the whole thing. Heads up, y'all. Don't resist. Put your weapons down where they can see them. They'll start shooting as soon as the order goes out. Dang. Bro, why does everyone have the flipping highest fate of all time, bro? Like, goodness gracious, bro. I can't like kill your barber, bro. Kill your barber. Style Benjamin's guy. They won't mess with a hunter association. Just freestyle some excuses. I think he's sleeping. If people are on the move out there before the order drops, they've already hit him up on wireless. Hurry, don't let him out of the break room. This is an order to all of y'all. Get rid of every bit of the stash in the bedroom. Throw it all in a pot and burn it now. Rice, come here. I thought we had a deal with the Justice Department. Once martial law hits, the military will control everything. They won't cut us slack. If this shit becomes a military dictatorship, they can throw the book at you for anything. What's the point of just do it? Prince's orders. Why'd you kill him? Huh? It was self-defense. He attacked first. Dang. Put your weapon down and explain what's going on. Depending on the circumstances, judicial review may be necessary. I don't have a problem putting it down. Weird. Who's checking whom? Looks like he's checking you, bruh. No responses. If anyone's inside, it's treason as far as the royal military is concerned. The purge under martial law came sooner I expected, but that's convenient for me. My ability to kill with my stinger ball will keep while keeping them inside my end. My end? Does he mean Nen? Isn't cut out for a group battle between Nen users to begin with. I'm pretty defenseless. Inside my Nen is risky enough. Letting people inside your Nen and you can't use Gaio at the same time, so even a pistol will be fatal. Not to mention psychologically, no easy feat to maintain while so many ambitious characters roam about. Physical attack, net attack, psychological pressure, info from the 5 senses. The wider you cast the Nen, the riskier a cash with someone else becomes. If I run into an ability that automatically attacks someone who's Nen or Gaio, or a tag team of one guy using Nen. I think it's N. That's like, it's like different like abilities of Nen. Okay, my fault. I think it's actually supposed to be pronounced N. And while the other emits Nen bullets, I'm a goner. That Kurapika guy is encouraging more of my rivals to become Nen users. It's important. It's impossible to keep using Stinker Ball on the queens. Repetitively. My ability would be effective if a prince could be confined alone and under surveillance, but once the princes are held under martial law, it doesn't even have to be my ability anymore, meaning my ability is no longer needed in the succession battle. Okay, when we go in when the order comes out, Roger. That's why they paired me with Chayamasi Yoshio Ohoi. Are you ready for this? Of course. Okay, Chayamasi ability. Mood King, the invincible hero, Lord of the Files, manipulative, coercive, touching a volunteer for a period of time can make him invincible for an equal amount of time. Once that time runs out, Zetsu is forced on you for 100-fold for the same amount of time. After Zetsu period, you receive a third of the damage you would have taken due to a rebound of your aura. Note: a symbolic attack from a team of Nen users cannot be blocked. I've confirmed with N that there's only one person inside, but depending on the total damage that's nullified after the invincibility ends, I'm going to die. Dang, I noticed while H Queen was on to pass, Otto was passed out with Kurapika, and I had to change her diaper. Yes, I was confused and upset. But looking at the 14th Prince wobble, I mean he's not the prince, but when I look into the baby's face, I don't want to be rude, but none of it seemed to matter. My duty was to take care of the two of you, so I kept doing my job. But I'm worried about the real Prince Wobble. I'm sure she's somewhere safe, but what's going to happen to her? I really can't say. It will depend on the last prince standing. If Kurapika says there's no resolution before we reach land, could the surviving princes all be saved? There are two major problems. First, Beyond's curse. If the requirement to activate it is to officially participate in the succession battle, Prince Wobble won't be included. But in case of participation in the seed urn ritual activates it. It's quite possible. It's inconceivable for someone to complete the ritual yet not participate. Furthermore, since the prince was born recently, if they didn't have enough time and the curses had to be activated once on board somehow, this baby could be cursed. Is that possible? Yes. In fact, I felt something like Nen fluctuation close to the prince shortly after we came to our quarters. I was turned away, and it was and it was just for a moment. I have no way to find out what it was. An unidentified assassin's men, or it could have belonged to the first prince's men. As for activation conditions, we can only ask beyond himself. It's possible I could absorb beyond's ability with my chain to find out, but it's very difficult to fulfill the conditions to activate the curse. If I remain unable to clear the hurdle, I'll die. Yo, this shit start. That's suicide. The most realistic thing to do is to negotiate terms with Beyond. But Kakin will never let him free. And Beyond himself won't want to leave. Fucking hell. They have mutual interest in him staying put until we reach our destination. Yes, it's doubtful he'd admit the curse is doing either. The curse is his doing either. Okay, Graphica. Yeah, let me breathe for a second. I'm sure you're aware, but there's a condition. That's a sure thing. Turn to association, giving him a pardon. Exactly. Beyond will take the bait out of the question. It was the chairman Netero's last order. His order was to bring back a solution to the calamities. If could be a win-win if we play it right. It could be a win-win if we play it right. No, there's the contract versus we can't involve the entire First of all, Beyond is willing to sacrifice his own children to realize his ambition. He'd never talk about the curses, the crux of his plans, and if he did talk, it'll likely be a trap. That's why we're going to set a trap of our own. Remember that woman's ability. Maybe we could use it somehow. Casually putting a clause about abilities or using the penalty for breach of contract. There must be something. Bill, aren't you on Beyond's side? Why are you doing this? Yeah, Bill seems mad suspicious. Sheesh, I'm glad you're not on Beyond's side. Okay. Would I have the commitment or deep connection to do what he says after learning what he's done and what he plans to do? Sure, you're the type to stick to your guns once you commit yourself. A lot of villains are like that. Fantastic. Doesn't make me want to hang out outside of work. Somehow I don't think there's a compliment. Somehow I don't think that's a compliment. Fucking hell, bro. My goal was shifted completely to protecting the queen and the prince, but I'm a little ambitious and I have my own desires as well. Our people get priority, but isn't there a way to just stop the whole succession battle? I think the how will get on board with undermining the succession battle. None of the associates want continued bloodshed. The collapse who fear it. The ones who fear it collapsing and losing the protection of the spirit beast are the current king and the current diehards who want to be the heir to his power beyond and the higher ranking prince. The banding together block Beyond's curse. weakening the Kakin dynasty and installing the cleaner princes for new management is a good idea. Versus will go for it under the pretext of saving the princes who are hostages of the curse. Realizing beyond is fine as long as it's not permanent. Get him later on another charge. Deal with the curse now. Dealing with the curse now is the top priority, right? I know more about Beyond than you, so hear me out. He's capable, confident, and a man-child who loves strategy games. He'll take a challenge and won't refuse a game of cat and mouse. He'll talk about the curse because it's essential to his plan. He wants to talk about it. This annoying confidence is rooted in his elaborate scheme. That's why the Ha should bring a stop to this succession battle. There's a second problem still. Pardon me? The second problem is that you yourself don't know where Prince Wobble is. I don't know what kind of arrangement you made when you made the swap. But you figured she would be safer if you didn't know. Is that correct? Yes. If you have no idea, that means we can't refute the possibility that she's actually aboard the ship. But surely, what can't be possible? How do we prove that to the military? The first prince clearly hasn't abandoned that possibility. They'll be investigating on their own. There's been a state of murders in the lower tiers, so they're cracking down. They're probable rechecking IDs against passenger data. Since I haven't heard back, there's official no hits. I've asked Filion to verify all passengers under 2 years of age. I'll have them recheck with a higher age. There could have been false reporting. If we don't find her, she's not on board, so we can prove she's not participating, right? No, the doubt will always remain. Oh no, hey Karapika, you don't have to be so blunt. There's no point in sugarcoating it. It's actually better for us this way. Since the baby swap was planned, the military will act accordingly to what is most detrimental to them. In this case, Prince Wobble is still eligible and is somewhere on board the ship. Until that is completely refuted, they'll have to strategize for it. The best we could hope for completely refutation is first. The king official declares Prince Wobble ineligible, or second, Prince Wobble is proven to be not on board, not being discovered, does not count as proof. With the second option, we would have to prove that everyone who leaves the ship during the battle loses eligibility. Practicing in ceremony was the condition to be eligible. It will be difficult to prove that the one who was at the ceremony was your sister's son, and what if the real prince swapped with your nephew and somehow escaped after the ceremony, you can't refute that. As long as the prince cannot be removed, the high-ranking princess will assume that Prince Wobble's on board. Even if she's discovered outside, we'd have to prove that eligible princes will lose. Fucking hell, will lose eligibility once they leave the ship. So as long oh fuck this chapter, bro. So as long as they don't find her, they won't admit she's not participating and won't hold it against her. Yes, that's right. They won't be conceived until Prince Wobble is found somewhere put away. They have to keep looking until she's found, and they need to make it clear. They need to make it clear one or another so they can be the sole survivor. All this means that as long as she's not on board, she's invincible. The higher ranking princess won't be able to find her or determine her eligibility. This gray area will perpetuate, so she will inevitably be lower in priority as a target for elimination. But if she was targeted with Beyond's curse, if she's outside whereabouts unknown, there's nothing we can do. That's right. There are two paths to a solution. You kididate Beyond's curse and find whether Prince Wobble is a target. If she is, we'd have to identify Beyond's child who is the curse sacrifice and undo the curse ASAP. Yo, you know what, bro? Fuck it. Fuck everything about this arc, bro. What the fuck is Gon And Killua? The other is to find out where she is. She's invincible with succession battle, but the opposite is true in the case of the curse. If she's a target, we need to find her ASAP and ask good exorcist what to do. In terms of undoing the curse, the end result is the same. I split them up. The approach is completely different. Whether we remove the source of the curse or remove the curse from the target, we don't have enough time or enough people to do in tandem. So we should take the paths first. It goes well with fifth prince, long keys, contract fulfillment. But we need to assume the worst to prevent it. To solve the second problem, assume the curse is directed at Prince Wobble and try to protect and exercise her. I'd like to hire the hat to search for the prince. Alright. I'd like to confirm one more time. One more time. And I know it's a fact that you don't know where she is, but you have a way to contact somebody in case of emergency. But when the fuck does it end, bro? Doesn't overestimate his ability so he doesn't prematurely equate the conclusion with the truth, even when he uncovers some facts. And fuck, man, I'm just reading this shit quietly, bro. Fucking hell, man, I'm tired of hearing my own voice now. I mean, you niggas gonna have to fucking pause and read it, bro. This shit's so fucking long. Can I take a break? Togashi needs to take a break. Shit, if this is what we have to see every week, yeah, he needs to take a break, bro. This shit's too long. My gosh, bro, I thought he had health problems or something, man. Why is it so long? Yeah, you guys gonna have to read it. You guys gonna have to read it, bro. Pause the video here and read it, bro. Oh my god. Oh yes, yes. Oh yes, oh yes. Wait. Does this mean he's gonna mention Gon and Killua and the Oreo? Hold on, let's see. I was right. Oh my gosh. Wait, but hold on. What was her name again? I know she's part of the Zoldyck family, but yeah, that's actually dope. Yes, we're winning, bro. Gon and Killua's back, man. That's the end of this video, man. 10 guys done by. I'll see you guys. Peace.